Neoliberalism and globalism are the bane of human evolution. It exists to generate revenue, not for global unity. It commodifies the entire world and puts the flow of a worldwide monetary system as priority above all else. If there exists an entity that thrives without money, globalist nations are not only disinterested in its recreation, but will vehemently attack that void of monetary flow. The number one interrupter of this flow are people who act together and subsist on their own terms, since to globalists, they are preventing the commodification of that which they live off of. Globalists force people to cease their subsistence by criminalizing and demonizing their actions. Upon officializing people's way of life into criminality, these people enter the false and arbitrary universe of the globalist system, which thrives off of discourse that consists almost entirely of value-based judgment and binary reasoning. This reasoning can be shown most by globalist nations' satisfaction with their two-party systems, left versus right, rather than one whole political spectrum consisting of many singularities that span beyond the limiting two dimensions of left and right and everything in between. Logically, for that matter, it is safe to say that by engaging in the political binary, you are not only engaging in that which is arbitrary and formulated, but also that which is incorrect, and ultimately insidious. If humans are to take the next step in our evolutionary chain, we must ditch this arbitrary, false, restrictive, and therefore fallacious way of thinking. Existence is intuitively and obviously more complicated than one or two. But in a world of less money or more money, it is easy to assume otherwise. Those with more money need those with less money to think that money is the only way, so much as to perpetuate this system. Both sides do so instead of unifying globally to sustain without money. They do so instead of furthering themselves as sentient beings and choose the life of customer and clerk. If something as simple as a rock has 3 dimensions, then why does discourse only have 2? If we are to evolve, we must remove binary thought, since reality is not binary. By grounding oneself in reality, one unavoidably finds themselves floating in space. By grounding oneself in reality, one unavoidably finds themselves floating in space, not in an imaginary condition known as debt.